Hey good people, it is Tashira from Politics and Fashion here today with a Spend the Day with Me vlog. Now, this vlog is going to be about my work as a content creator. If you're not new around these parts, then you know that I'm actually an attorney who spent years working in public policy, and I transitioned from there to luxury retail. But since 2020, December 2020 to be exact, I have been a solopreneur, y'all. And I thought to myself, this is the kind of video that might be helpful if you are someone who has a side hustle, if you are dreaming of becoming a content creator, or you are a content creator and you're looking for ways to kind of get some organization inspiration, then this is the video for you, girl, okay? I am taking y'all behind the curtain. We have walked the yellow brick road to Oz, and I'm going to give you some tips, some tricks, and some hacks that I use to be able to post across multiple platforms, to stay organized, and to get my content out, most importantly, consistently. Consistency is going to be, turn to your neighbor, and say consistency. Okay, you said it. Say consistency, okay? Because this consistency is going to be the theme throughout this video. If you are someone who is an emerging content creator, I always tell people that it really doesn't matter a whole lot about the filter that you use or even the kind of equipment that you're using, to be 100% honest with you all. And this is what the girls don't always want to hear, but I'm going to get it out the way in the beginning. What matters the most is consistency. And there's nothing that anybody can say to you or nothing that you can learn that is going to eclipse your need to be consistent. And so what I'm going to share with you today, hopefully, is going to help you, or are tools that will help you to be a bit more consistent along this journey. I am drinking my favorite coffee by Nespresso, will be linked down below, as well as my mug. Got my day started well with a great skincare routine. I'm wearing makeup currently, y'all, but I just want to be honest. I feel like I have hit that sweet spot around the best products that are working for my skin. And just so you know, I do have oily skin. And so everything that you saw me use this morning, I'll make sure I link as well. But, you know, getting started with a routine in the morning is something that I think is really important as a solopreneur and as a content creator, because if not, I find that I am working harder, not smarter, right? I am not putting in the time that I need at the beginning of the day to be as efficient as possible to yield optimal results at the end of the day, okay? And so that starts with my morning routine, including making my bed. But enough chit chat. As you saw from the title of this video, it's not just about spending the day with me as a content creator. I also want to share with you some new end pieces from Express. So we're going to flash back so that you can see what I got new for spring. Let's roll that beautiful bean footage. I'm happy to say that this part of today's vlog is in partnership with my friends over at Express. I'm excited to show you some of the new spring colors, spring pieces, things that I am loving, including what I am wearing today. Okay, now I shared with you all before that kind of this kiwi chartreuse color is my pop of color for this spring and probably this summer as well, as far as my capsule wardrobe is concerned. And so when I saw these two pieces and to see that they are an exact match, I absolutely had to do it. Now the top is a bodysuit. It's a thong bodysuit at that, which I love because no visible panty line, okay? And it's part of their body contour collection. If you know anything about the body contour line, then you know that it just kind of sucks you in, okay? And it does what needs to be done. It slims you, it smooths you, and it feels great on the skin as well. I am wearing today in this top a size small, you all. And I also have it in white in a size medium. I'll get to the sizing in just a bit, but I want to also talk about these pants. Can we have some commotion for the tailored trousers? Can we have a little bit of commotion? I am a tailored trouser girl, okay? I'm a good old high school principal with a tailored look, tailored down to the socks. And they have done these trousers so well. especially with the slight pleating at the top. I got these in a size 8, you all, and it is a very small amount of gapping right here. Really nothing that I need to get tailored, but the great part is that they are a perfect size for the slim thick girls because they do have a bit of stretch in them. So I probably could have gone down to a size 6, but the 8 is a great fit. It's super comfortable. And here's the best part, y'all. They come in multiple colors, but they also come in multiple lengths. Yes, a trouser with a length. And I got these in a size 8 long. I'm almost 6 feet tall. And y'all, these are so long that I probably would be hesitant to actually wear a flat sandal with them. I mean, I may have to today because I'm going to be out and about all day, but they are perfect for a pair of heels. As you can see, the way I'm styling this outfit, I actually have on a pair of heels that are almost an exact match. And so I wanted to keep this kind of monochrome dressing theme in order. And I had brunch in mind for this look, which is where I'm headed very soon. And so if you want to give the girls a nice little brunch sleigh, and maybe you don't quite want to wear a dress and you love separates like I do, and you want something that can be easily repurposed, I think this is the look for you. I want to show you how I would wear this to work because I'm someone that never shied away from wearing color to work. I think a blazer would be amazing. And I'm thinking about this blazer that you all would have seen in my what I wore in San Francisco. Girl, I did not go to San Francisco. In Santa Fe vlog. And it has a black pinstripe. Oh, wait a minute. Girl, when I tell you Becky gonna be mad at you down at your job. Girl, you just put that on. You just sway into the office. Boom. Put your bag down at your cubicle. Get up. Go fill up your water bottle. You're not even thirsty. You just want to let everybody see, let the girls know how you came to the office. Bam. So this is amazing, okay? And if you are someone who just doesn't like to show your arms, or you do want to make the look a bit more modest or even conservative for an office environment, then I think a blazer would do a great job at that. Let's talk now about the white bodysuit, you all. This one I wanted to have because obviously you know that I am the queen of basics and wardrobe essentials. It's always great to have black, white of these types of pieces in your wardrobe. But I got this one in a size medium, and I have to say I wish that I would have gotten a small. The thing about the one that I'm wearing today in a small is that I don't really need to wear a bra with it. Just for reference, I am a D cup, okay? And so I feel like even with a larger chest, because the material is so substantial, it's double lined, and it has so much stretch in it, that I can go without a bra. I didn't do it for this video because I didn't have any nipple covers in the way that it was just... It was OnlyFans, okay? And so we have on a strapless bra today, but just know you don't actually have to wear one if you are comfortable, okay? With the medium, however, because it is a little bigger, I do feel like a bra is necessary because it doesn't give you that same kind of snatchedness. Scientific term, that snatchedness, okay? However, it still fits. I mean, the thing about the body contour line is that it has so much stretch, y'all. I would recommend going down. Typically, I am a medium, which is why I think I got this one in a size medium. What I did with this was use it as just kind of that base layer of a look that's a little bit more edgy. And so I am wearing this pair of cargo pants. They have a relaxed fit and extremely wide leg, as you can see. Also threw on top of it my moto jacket. This is what I would wear, honestly, y'all, just out and about running errands if I was going out shopping, but still, you know, wanted to kind of have a look that felt like it was more of my style and a bit more amplified. And I feel like, once again, these base layers definitely help you to do that, because the pants are giving so much, the denim are giving so much with all of these pockets and just the oversized aesthetic of them. Could you imagine if the top also had a lot going on? We don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. Bring it on back, okay? And have you some great basics in your wardrobe for that purpose. The next thing I have is this amazing dress. Speaking of stretch, y'all, I'm just over the moon with this fabric. And also what the silhouette does, if you notice, it has like this very clever placement of the lines that are meant to kind of give you this hourglass shape. And if you are someone who really wants to have a snatched waist and you want to have that Coke bottle curve, this is the kind of thing you want to look for as far as the patterns of the vertical. Notice the vertical. Not quite a stripe, but more like ribbing, okay? What I love about it also is the way that it is designed up top. I think that definitely brings a lot of attention to what's called your décolletage or your clavicle area, which is, for me, one of the sexiest parts of a person. And then you also have the back out. Now, what I will say is that because you have so much going on up top, pro tip, make sure you put on the dress before you beat your face, okay? Because I did have a hard time getting in and out of it and not getting makeup on it. So something to keep in mind. It is also part of that body contour line, and so all I'm wearing underneath is just a pair of regular undergarments. And I feel like I didn't need to necessarily do any shapewear because of the way that the dress is, number one, designed, but also because it is, once again, part of that body contour line. It just snatches you in and it does what needs to be done. I cannot wait to wear this to probably like a summer date night, because I do think these kind of dresses are great for that. If you know you're going to go out, maybe sit on someone's patio, have a nice glass of rosé, have some fish for dinner, something light, okay? It's giving Mackenzie's mom. She's with her husband, Travis, and they have a babysitter for the night. The kids are with a nanny, actually. And so they just want to go out and have a great time. Travis has been so stressed at work. He has a lot going on, and Mackenzie's mom has been renovating their Great Falls home, and so she's under a lot of stress as well. But don't get it twisted. She has not given up on her workout regimen. Her body is still bodying. And so she just wants to go out with her bae, put on a nice dress, definitely accentuate the curves, and have a glass of rosé down at the institution. That's what that gives for me. That's what that gives. And so because of that, she's also going to put on a sensible heel. I have on a nice, easy mule here. And that brings me to the thing that I am probably the most excited about in this express haul, y'all. Do you see this? You all know that I am a book tote fanatic, okay? I have given you a more affordable version of the book tote before, and I want you to put this now on the list. Express did that. The construction on this is absolutely dynamic. It is perfect for being out and about in the city. I also think that it is great for a vacation. By the way, this exact pattern, y'all, comes in a swimsuit, and it also comes in a swim cover-up. I will have them all. Know that I will have them all, because it is such a great flex when everything top to bottom matches. And I love this black and white pattern. I don't usually go up for florals, but the fact that it's black and white definitely excites me. I'm probably actually going to carry this today because I do want to carry an extra pair of shoes with me, and I can do that if I have a bigger bag. My book tote is in blue, and so having a tote in black and white and it's canvas, I think is a great neutral for this time of year, spring and summer. This is going on all of my vacations. It lays flat in the bottom of your suitcase, okay? And it is a great accompaniment, as I mentioned, for being out and about in the city all day. So many thanks to Express for sponsoring this portion of the video. I will have everything linked down below, including some of the pieces that I love that I would recommend. Do me a favor and let me know down below what your favorite piece was. I have to say that this dress, as you can see, is the same dress as the white one. It actually came after I filmed the haul, but I wanted to put it on because I am obsessed. And the best part about it, y'all, because I was talking about the whole body contour line and how the sizing works, is that you can also size down in this as well. The white one that you all saw me try on in the haul is a medium. This one is a small only because there was no medium when I went to pick it up. I think that I actually like the small better, especially for the weekends, you know, or for a good old date night stitch. But the white in a medium probably would work well if I wanted to put a blazer on top of it for work or for a business meeting, for example. And so I feel like the body contour line has a little bit of something for everybody. Again, thanks to Express for sponsoring this portion of the video. Today's a great day to film a spend the day with me vlog because I am getting back on the horse. I spent this weekend with my sisters and my cousin Elle, who you all know. We had a belated birthday celebration. We rounded off Aries season real right, okay? And we was just outside, y'all, all weekend long. If you follow me over on Instagram, you've already seen it. A time was for sure had. And so I'm getting back on the straight and narrow, getting all of my content lined up. So let's go to the office where let's go to the office where we're going to sit down and I'm going to have a chat with you about how it is I organize and strategize content. Let's go. Before I get started, let me just say that I have always been a planner or planning and productivity nerd. I've always really enjoyed a good to-do list. Some of my favorite things to do as far as playing pretend when I was a little girl was to play secretary. And my mom would take me to her job, shout out State Farm, and take me to the supply room. And it was like she had taken me to Narnia. Mind you, I'm 6, I'm 7. And girl, give me a legal pad and a good pen. Girl, it was going to be hours of fun by myself, okay, in a whole make-believe world with office supplies. It's so funny, this memory is coming back to me. I'm not new to it. I'm true to it. Let me know down below if you can relate. Only the real can relate, all right? And then in high school, I was an international baccalaureate student, a very intense accelerated program similar to AP, but every class was an IB class, and that allowed me to graduate college in 3 years. I was a teacher before going to law school, and actually taught school while I was in law school because I started law school part-time. So I say all of this to say I have been in very high stakes, highly productive, very rigorous and intense academic and professional spaces for a long time. And I brought those skills now to working for myself. Now, it sometimes makes me seem too much. So I want you to take this advice with a bit of a grain of salt because you also get to take care of yourself and view rest as a form of resistance. And so I highly encourage for you, as you are doing all of your planning and your content creation, to take breaks and take times of reprieve throughout your day. Take vacations, take days off, all of those things. Nothing wrong with it. The internet ain't going nowhere. Beyonce's internet will always be here when you get back, all right? I do have some notes though, so let's jump into it. I have my handy dandy notebook here. This cover you all would have seen in a vlog that I produced last year on a trip to New York. If I can find any online, I will certainly link it down below. This color though is my absolute favorite. So the first thing I want to share with you all is the importance of having a project management tool. And to this day, this is how I keep my content organized, especially when working with my administrative team. I shared that with you in my last solopreneur tips video. This is part of that series as well, is that I have a couple, they have an administrative assistant business that works with me on the back end of my business. They help to keep all the trains arriving in the station on time. And so we communicate as well as organize our work through a project management tool. Now, I've used probably everything under the sun. I've used Trello, which I like a lot. I've also used the Gantt charts, which can be great if you are working with a very time-specific project. But what we use currently that I've grown to love is something called Asana. And so with this management tool, you are able to create different boards. Within the boards, you can assign different tasks to a team member. You can assign deadlines. What I love is that it also has a calendar component as well. Now, I won't get too deep into all the bells and whistles. Let me know down below if that kind of video would be helpful, you all, because another thing that I use this for is to actually keep track of contracts and deliverables for different brand collaborations. But for today's video, let me just say that I use it to organize my content, specifically YouTube and social media. So as you can see here, I have, and it's also color coded. The nerd part is really coming out here. I have different days with the content that I am going to post on each platform, and I'm able to drag and to move these different tasks around so that I am able to kind of just let things organically happen. Maybe I had a brand collab that didn't actually work, maybe I forgot to post on that day, whatever it may be. I'm able to move and shift these tasks around. I also, if I double click them, am able to write different notes. I'm able to actually attach the content if that was important for me. And I'm able to assign different elements to team members. If, let's say, I needed my photographer to upload a particular picture, then they could upload it and attach it to this. But for my personal purpose, outside of any team or any contractor that I'm working with, I think that having this bird's eye view, this is Pooks going bananas. 1 second. All right, I'm back. And so what I do is I sit down at the end of the month to plan for the next month. I obviously am going to create reminders for any brand collaborations that I have across platforms. But what I'm also going to do is stick in pieces of organic content as well, especially that may be on theme with whatever is happening around the world, or let's say if it's a certain trending topic, even trending audio that you want to be a part of. What I do is I include that on my editorial calendar. What I need to be better about is including blog posts here as well, because my most recent blog post about my trip to Santa Fe reminded me of how much I enjoy blogging. But I'm one person, and being across all these platforms is a lot, and this is why organization is so important. And because I am a bit of a type A person, I enjoy not just having this digital space, but also having an analog space. So a space where these things are written, and that's where my planner comes into play. And so I have a monthly spread in my calendar where I put at least my sponsored content on so I don't forget that week to week. And I also ensure that I put my content on my weekly spread that I do every single Sunday evening, because things change, right? It may be something that's popping off that I really want to jump into. Caftan Gate is a perfect example, okay, that I want to jump into. Well, in order for me to do that, I am going to get rid of a previous piece of content that I had planned, and I'll just simply either change it in Asana, but most likely write it down in my planner weekly spread. And so I have multiple places, including a dry erase board to my right, that I keep all of my content at all times. So it feels like I'm like boom, 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 in a content echo chamber to ensure that I am keeping up with all of the aspects of my business. The last thing I will say that is really important for me is that I actually have specific days of the week where I get certain types of work done, no matter what I have going on for the week. And this is a tip that came from Monroe. Shout out to Sis, in a conversation that she... Hello Lux and myself were having, and I was telling them, y'all, I am so overwhelmed with creating YouTube content. I feel like I am always filming or editing, and I never have a break. And Monroe said to me, you have got to give yourself days of the week that you do certain things. This has been the most important advice that I've had along this journey, because as a solopreneur, it is so easy to just wake up in the morning and hit the ground running and be doing a little bit of everything, right? A whole lot of nothing is really what it amounts to. A little bit of everything equals a whole lot of nothing. If you take nothing out of this video, remember that, okay? And so I'm not working efficiently if I am filming bits and pieces of different things every single day. I also had to upgrade my laptop recently, you all, because that helped tremendously with my editing time. And so I have the newest MacBook Pro, and it has been a life changer. Just pro tip there. So at this stage of the game, what I'm realizing is that my equipment really, really matters. Different conversation for a different day. What's most important right now, though, is that I have a day of the week that I dedicate to specific forms of content. So I have one day of the week where I film YouTube videos, and I split that in half, y'all. So I have one day of the week where I film the portion where I'm actually looking at the camera, talking to you all, either seated or standing up, as you saw me in my cloffice earlier, or in my closet. That's also my office there, but I tend to use this one behind me. And then I have another day of the week where I film what's called the cutaways, which you all saw was me standing up wearing the different garments that was cut away. So off to the side of the footage where I'm looking at the camera. The reason that I do this is because it is so overwhelming, at least for me, to do both of those things on the same day or to try to go back and forth and do them. I used to literally like change each outfit as I was talking to the camera and then break and go and film the cutaway and then come back, talk to the camera, do that, then come back, and then filming a video like that could take hours and hours. And when that happens, I start to lose creative control and also steam. And I don't even feel like doing it no more. I just be like, why am I don't even have it to give. In order to protect myself and my creativity, I have found filming those two things separately helps, okay? Now, on another day of the week, I film what I call my vertical videos. And the reason I use that term, y'all, is because I am describing the content that gets syndicated across platforms. It is my YouTube Shorts, my TikTok videos, and my Reels. I like to film those just back to back and actually batch them. For example, right now I'm sitting on probably about 3 or 4 videos. That is the kind of content that I like to always have just in a reservoir, ready and waiting to go if I get stuck in a lurch and I just need some content for that day. I don't like to have my social media inactive. Especially because Instagram obviously is not only where my biggest brand partnerships are, but it's where my biggest community is. And so I like to be talking to you all, having back and forth conversations, posting at least 3 times a week on my actual feed, and much more often than that in my stories. And so in order for that to happen and for me not to feel overwhelmed and like, what am I going to do? Oh my God, I don't got no content. I create all of that content one day a week. For example, I have a little note here that I stuck inside of my agenda about the different vertical videos that I am filming this week. It is spring dresses by occasion, how to wear a blazer for spring, and one I've actually already filmed and posted is 3 ways to wear a maxi denim skirt for spring. And so those kind of ideas are always going on and on in my mind. I tend to put them down on sticky notes, etc., until I can get them over to Asana. And then I have a day where I just edit. And when I say edit, I'm talking about both the YouTube video that I have coming up for the week, as well as my vertical videos. And I have a day of the week that I dedicate to my podcast. That tends to be half a day on a Friday, but I find that I cannot completely immerse all of my work together. It just is too much. My brain doesn't work that way. And so I have to have a separate space for the podcast that is outside of the other work that I do during the week. I hope this portion of the vlog, it's a fire truck. I hope this portion of the vlog was helpful. If there's any component that I talked about today of how I organize my business or my content that you think would be more helpful as far as me digging into, if there's a component of how I organize my content that would be helpful for me to dig into in a greater capacity, please let me know. I would be happy to do so. But in the meantime, we're talking about all this work. Let's go actually do the work. And I'm going to show y'all how I film my vertical videos. Vertical videos, y'all, are always filmed in this room behind you. So behind where I have the camera is my closet. It's my custom build. It's by Closets by Design. I'll give you a little sneak peek if you have not seen it before, which means you are new here. So this is a time to tell you all, please subscribe to my channel if you are loving my vibe so far. We would love to have you be a part of the tribe. And so it's just easy, I think, to almost split the closet visually into different vertical videos to be in frame, and at times I even film on the wall behind me. Now this rack, y'all, is important because what is always here are things that I want to film. And that's how visually I just have that reminder set. Some of those pieces are specifically for vertical videos and some of them are for YouTube videos. And I kind of just know what the what is, okay? And I don't want to integrate that into the closet behind you because then those pieces just get lost. It doesn't make any sense. So I always pull them out and have them on a separate rack. So let's get into filming the first reel. Let me just say, y'all, that I do have two phones. I'm not Kevin Gates, but I do have two phones, okay? We know what Kevin said those two phones is for. So I have two phones, and this one is the newest iPhone. I'm not a technical person. I don't know it could be a B, C, Z, 13, 15. I don't know. But it's the newest one with one of the best cameras. And from that perspective, I even film like when I'm vlogging and traveling with this as well because it shoots in 4K. And I believe, just myself personally, y'all, that content for social media is not supposed to be perfect. It is not supposed to be perfect. I believe you build and gain your audience by being authentic and being who you are in all ways, including how you capture content. Now, there will be those times where you want things to be flawless and incredibly pristine. I totally get it as a creative. There definitely is a time and a place for that. Oftentimes, branded content especially can be reserved for the more elevated aesthetic. But for this is my corner of the internet, I much prefer the look of iPhone video or, phone video versus shooting with a video camera or a DSLR or a mirrorless camera. Again, I'm not the technical person behind these things, okay? So I don't shoot, this is what I'm trying to say, I don't shoot my vertical videos with the camera that I'm talking to you on now, which by the way is a Nikon Z30. It is one of the cameras that was created by Nikon specifically for content creators, FYI. And because it would look fantastic for sure, but it would, I think, get in the way of what I believe is the most appealing part of social media, which is to feel like you are behind the scenes getting ready with me. And that's going to come across more authentically with the phone. Even if it is shot in 4K, you can still tell the difference. And so we're going to set this up on a tripod, and I do the magic, y'all, with editing to make it look like it's a quick process, but you will see why this has to be a separate day of the week, okay? I'm doing it today for the purposes of shooting, but by the time I'm done, this room is going to be a mess. My makeup is going to be running. I'm talking about this like I'm about to be literally like in the trenches, like I'm a Navy SEAL. Y'all better show y'all favorite content creator some love because it is akin to going to battle out here, okay? My makeup will be running. I'll be sweating across my top lip. That top lip sweat is my op, okay? It's going to be, I need to have my hydration in place because it's a lot. Let's get to it. My actual phone tripod broke when I was in Morocco, unfortunately. So I have been using what's a little janky, which is this ring light that has a built-in tripod. It's missing the cover that goes on top of it, but it still gets the job done, okay? And I'm just gonna put my second phone right here. I pretty much have the camera exactly where I want it. I'm just going to clean this space up a little bit. Again, the type A in me wants all of my hangers to be the same and for this section to be equally spaced out and for my bags to be a little bit more in order. Let me get to that. The other thing that the type A in me hates is when my hangers are not all the same. I need to order more black hangers, but what I keep doing is just switching the black and the gray ones out for the part of the closet that's going to be in frame. Nobody cares about this but me, but these are just a small detail. So let me switch out all my hangers and finger space to this section. Okay, y'all, so I've had to move the camera back and it's right in front of you and I can't move this. Let me move you, hold on. This is the first outfit, the first swimsuit with a pair of pants. Someone is going to ask why it takes so long, and it is because of things like this. So I have been in the process now of either getting the office ready to film or actually filming for 45 minutes, just so you know, okay? I go to put these pants on and I realize for the first time how wrinkled they are, and I just cannot respect myself as a content creator to put these online. So I'm gonna have to now go pull out a steamer to steam these and then come back and film the rest of the vertical video. BRB. Here is the top and the bottom. I just put on a pair of pants on top of the swimsuit, pulled out a raffia bag to add some texture, and a pair of sandals are on my feet. Here is what I do, y'all. After I do the actual full outfit, I always walk out of the frame the same way. That's important if you want to do any of those quick transitions, but also because I think it makes the video a little bit more interesting, because that's how I'll also end the video, right? I will walk out and be like, peace, or I'm feeling real froggy girl, I'll walk into the frame in the next outfit, and then we'll just keep going like that. I feel like that SpongeBob meme 2 hours later. Literally 2 hours later, I took an hour call in between this reel. And here's something to keep in mind that I do. Don't tell your boss. Don't tell nobody I told you this. I will deny it if it comes up in your performance review. I feel so silly talking about this in this swimsuit. Mind you, it's 60 degrees outside. Told y'all we were coming behind the curtain at Oz. Again, I will deny I told y'all this in your performance review, but a quick hack, as I had to do at the end of this call because I didn't want to lose my sunlight, is to get off camera and to start filming. Because for vertical videos, you're not talking to the camera. I'm not for most of them, unless I'm doing like a style review thing. And if I am, I try to do as many voiceovers as possible so that I can kind of create the content in 2 different sessions. And so I literally had to go off camera. Sorry, Margot, we had a podcast call. And start to change, and then I could go in front of my phone here and keep the party going. Again, one of the things that I get like caught up with that caused me a lot of anxiety is this race for time because of the sunlight. And so I can't stop today mid-reel and then tomorrow start all over again, because there will likely be a lack of continuity. I mean, my makeup isn't going to look the same. That's just impossible, right? And the sun is just going to be sunning differently. That's how this whole earth thing works. And so I had to just keep this reel going, and I'm still not done with reel number 1. Now, I have a hard stop for work at 7 o'clock every day that I give myself. Right now, it is 5:02. So we got 2 hours left. I have 2 more swimsuits for this reel, and then I have 2 more reels. So let's get to it. Friends, we have had, I know the sun is sunning, it's golden hour, a very interesting, long day. Actually, probably was a great day for me to collect this content, because this is what it's really like. So it is now 5 to 7. And so I am keeping my word and not working after 7, but also know that I have not posted for the day. I've not finished putting the reel together for the day because it's not part of my batch content. I really wanted to get a reel out today of how I spent my weekend. So we'll see if that gets done. If not, I'll just post something else that I already have prepared. But I didn't want to continue to work even though I promised myself I was going to do 3 reels, I only was able to get to 2. There are worse problems to have. I've had a very productive day. I've been vlogging with you and also creating content and taking calls. So I've really like worked on work. Racks on racks on racks. Like it's been work within the work, okay? And so now I'm going to treat myself to a walk and most importantly, some water. We need some hydration. And so I want y'all to go on this walk with me. It's going to be a gratitude walk. So let's chit chat about some things that I'm grateful for. I am wearing my Cancer Slayer hat. I got that as I was going through breast cancer. For those of you who may not know, I am a 3rd generation breast cancer survivor. And as a matter of fact, me and my mom were both treating breast cancer at the same exact time. And so that is going to be part of my gratitude walk today. Hopefully the footage isn't too shaky. But I got this idea from a content creator, actually a YouTuber, years ago, where she would take you along on her walks and she would say what she was grateful for. So the first thing I'm grateful for is to continue to be cancer free. For folks who do not know, you typically have about a 5-year period, at least from breast cancer, before they say that you are in remission. And so I'm still taking a drug called tamoxifen, still getting mammograms and scans, and I had a little bit of a scare recently that was not at all easy to go through. And I'm so grateful that I continue to be cancer free. I am also grateful for the fact that I had an amazing time with my family this weekend. I was thinking to myself, y'all, that family feels like doing nothing, right? Whether it's chosen family or biological family, it feels like doing nothing but being in the warmest embrace, being able to pull up at their house and sit down, watch a movie, run to the grocery store, have an impromptu spades game, watching the kids, doing somebody's hair. Just those moments that you never plan that are just part of the organic nature and vibe of a familial bond. That is what family feels like. And I've been away from home for a really, really long time, from a small town from Florida, as y'all know, and to have my sisters and my cousin here over this weekend felt like that warm embrace, and I'm very grateful for that. I'm grateful for being a big age and still having new experiences and learning new things. I went for my first bike ride as an adult last week. Got a real helmet. It's a softball game going on over there if you hear it. Got a helmet and rode for about 5 miles, my first ride. And cheers to that and hopefully many, many more. I'm grateful for the weather changing and my ability to do things outside. I think I come across as probably a little bougie, rich auntie vibe. Like the person that wouldn't want to get my hands or my nails dirty. But the reality is I actually love being outdoors. I really, really do. I've talked about this on the podcast. And so getting into warmer weather is just my jam because I plan to be outside. I'm grateful that my toe is feeling better. Y'all, I thought I broke my toe. Real talk, I was getting down in the first twerk position. And I went and I cascaded my foot like this. And bam, collided straight with the metal bookcase. And that happened on Saturday. And I was like, oh, I ain't gonna be no good, y'all. My toe broke. My sisters, stop being so dramatic. Tashira, it's nothing. I said, my toe is broken. It wasn't. Seems to be a mild contusion as a result of my WebMD analysis. All is well because clearly I'm on a walk, so I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for being in a season of creative abundance and for being able to not only live my dreams and earn a living from doing something that I love, but also having opportunities hit my inbox that I could not have imagined to be able to even manifest them. It's like God is showing up in my life and showing out and showing me the possibilities. Because some parts of success for me, I'm not supposed to be able to envision. In fact, if I can, maybe I'm not dreaming big enough, right? Like there should be a part of your success and of your life and of your blessings that flows so abundantly that it blows your mind, that you couldn't wrap your head around even if you tried. That's how my spirituality is set up, and that's how my God works. That's how I see things. So I'm grateful for that. Like, new opportunities are on the horizon, and I'm really, really grateful. So that is it for today, y'all. I am gonna sit here and watch these ducks just cascade through this water. I am gonna continue my walk. It's about a mile of a loop that I take almost every day. I'm getting better. I try, y'all. And hopefully this video has been inspiring. It has been helpful. Once again, leave me any questions or comments down below about how I organize content. I would love to share additional details if it would be helpful. Make sure you check out the new pieces that I grabbed from Express. They will be linked down below. And that is it. I will see you good people across the internet. Peace.